Hey guys, Megan here with Barn Besties. I am on location in California. Sorry, Steph, you're really going to be jealous, but guess who I'm with? Monty Roberts. But what's even more special, check it out. We're in his saloon. Monty, tell us about your saloon.
Well, it used to be a 4-car garage when we first moved in here, and a door swung up here and a car could park there, and the door swung up over there and a car could park here. And then my first book went on the New York Times bestseller list, and the checks were coming in. And I said, Pat, I really want to make a cowboy saloon out of the 2-car garage.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to do with the cars? And I said, if you give me the garage for a cowboy saloon, I'll build you a 4-car garage out there for your cars.
Sounds fair.
And it was accepted.
Woo-hoo!
Right. So then I said, I gotta get Tom to do my designing. He liked it when you stuttered with him.
Really?
Oh, he loved it. It made him feel
normal
and level with you, you know? And so I said, Tom, I want to make a cowboy saloon out of the 2-car garage. You, what? And I said, you can do it because it's 35 by 35 feet or something like that. And that's a pretty good size for a nice saloon. And he said, look, if I do it for Hollywood, it has to be done my way and no changes.
Oh.
Those yolks come out of New York when you're 80% finished.
Okay.
And they always say, oh, this should have been over there and that should have been over there. And it drives me crazy because I do saloons the way I do saloons. You want to get somebody else, you do. I said, what do I have to do to tell you to take the 30 by 30 feet and do whatever you want with it? You shake on it? And I said, sure, I'll shake on it with you. And so we shook hands. And the first thing I got was a bill.
Oh, okay.
And the bill was for $20,000. And I said to Tom, what's with this $20,000 bill?
Yeah.
It's for the floor only.
Oh, just
And I said to Tom, you can't charge me $20 for the floor. And he said, you don't know about cowboy saloons. You have to be able to dance on them.
Okay.
And they have to have a different sound wherever your feet go.
Well, he's got a point.
Yeah, and the dust should come up.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It doesn't sit on a solid bottom.
Oh.
I said, I don't know anything about what you're saying. Well, he said, we'll do better than that because I sent you the bill and you got to give me the $20,000. What do you say? And he said, but I'm going to sell most of the wood off of that school that I bought. I bought a school in the next town over here.
Uh-huh.
And I bought the school, it was in 1780 they built the school.
Oh, wow.
And now they tore it down. And I got all the wood. But for you, you just got the floor. But you gave me the whole $20,000. So when we get finished with your saloon, we'll sell the rest of the antique lumber. And I got about 12,000 back. I think I finally spent about $12,000 less than $20 or $8,000 for the floor. But one of the things that happened then was, he said, you know, you can show people about this floor. And outside of this beam that goes across here, this was a door that swung up like this for the car to go in.
Mm-hmm.
And this is locked down solid. So the Cowboy Saloon is over there, this whole area. But outside of this, that's solid.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to the floor, I didn't put a floating floor in the garage that you had me build.
Mm-hmm.
4-car garage.
Wow.
So this is now like the 4-car garage
Oh.
outside there. And that's the way it is.
Okay.
That's not a cowboy saloon. When they dance, the dust should come up,
Okay.
and it should make a different sound when you step here, a different sound when you step over there. And then you go from this to this.
Oh, that is different.
It's like a musical instrument.
Yeah.
And if you look at the bottom of the wall, you'll see that there's an airspace.
Yeah, there is.
And this whole floor is floating. And it's floated down with leather about this wide, and then it's stretched like heck, and it holds the floor pretty level.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, no, you can't have any of these tractor seats. But Tom, I had a lot of friends that sent their tractor seats to me, and they wanted it in my saloon.
Right.
You can have it, because they take a three legs.
Yeah, the 3 legs. Mm.
Yeah, triple bass.
Mm.
And then people are dancing and they fall over and they get hurt.
Okay.
And I said, okay. And I went to bed that night and I was thinking about all of this. I said, what could I do? He said, these have to move out when you're dancing in here. You get the music going and stuff, and around the pool table and everything, they're dancing. And these have to go outside somewhere, maybe in the garage or something. And that 3 legs has to be carried out there with it. You can't leave them in the saloon because they'll fall over.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just sitting on them, they would fall over with the 3-legged situation. So I went to bed and I'm having a dream.
Oh, look at that.
And I came up with this.
Yeah.
And when I got here in the morning and I explained what I was proposing, he said, that's the best thing I ever heard of.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
All my future cowboy saloons are going to have pegs for the tractor seats. Because every time a rancher builds a bar,
Mm-hmm.
They want their tractor seats to be in the bar. That's just the way it is.
Cool.
Now come out here
Okay.
and I'll show you that he said it's 80%. When you're 80% finished in Hollywood with a cowboy saloon, then comes those yokes from New York.
Okay.
And they come in and they say, this should be over there, and that should be over there, and I'd like you to change this, and I'd like you to change that. And I don't like that. If I do it my way. We shook on it, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can do whatever you want. So I got up one morning and I said, Pat, it's about 80% finished. And I heard him sort of chuttering out there about it being 80% finished.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting some silly thing. But I don't know what it, well, she said, it's your saloon. You can have whatever you want. And then I found out that he had done a study for a long study of all of Spain and the cowboy saloons that were done in Spain. And you went in a door, something like this, but what came first? The light bulb or neon light?
What?
I said, Tom. The neon light. I live in this house with Pat,
Yeah.
and I can't have a neon sign on the outside of our house. She'd be embarrassed. Monty, did we shake on it?
Oh.
And I said, oh my God. So I didn't tell Pat right away, but I got on the phone with a guy that somebody told me about that made signs. And I had him build, no, I didn't have him, I had a carpenter build this door. And I said, Pat, what do you think of this door? And she said, it's marvelous, it looks good. I said, it's for kids to stand up here and feed the pony down in his manger through there. Or the cow that's providing milk for the children all over Spain. You see a door like that.
Okay.
Or the horses that pull the carriage. The kids feed them down through there. And she said, it's amazing. I remember when we were in Spain, I did see those stores, but I didn't know what they were. I said, well, there they are. There it is. And then I got on the phone after she approved it, the door. I got on the phone, and
there
I
it
got
is.
hold of a guy. Let me use the proper.
You want me to get it?
No, no,
Okay.
I got it.
This is so wild. I love it. There it is.
Wow.
Look at that. That is fabulous.
So-
Right here. Look at that. Oh my God, this is amazing.
So about after two parties,
Smart.
Pat said, I love the sign. Everybody loved it.
Yeah.
She was thinking that they were going to say that it was too far uptown, you know. Yeah. But it's not.
It's perfect.
There you are. So we'll go in here now because it's open.
Come on in, you guys.
Yeah. And when the people come to visit the farm, that's what they do. And they want a picture. Each one
Yes.
wants a picture with the sign.